I didn't see your face. Good try.
That looks pretty sweet, Diesel.
There's Diesel. But the GT4 Canards have been installed, but that's because I didn't take any measurements. Because I'm switching to the track wheels and tires. I have some Apex VS 5RS 1810.5 forged wheels. They're lighter, they're forged, a bit safer. I'm not saying flow formed or bad or anything. I'm just prefer to be on forged wheels when I track. I have some 200 treadwear Continental Extreme Contact Forces. But yeah, I'm gonna pull the wheels off. I'll be able to pull the inner fender liner out so that I can get to the back of this bumper here. I'm gonna put 3 bolts in the Canards. Just because I'm tracking it, they're gonna see some abuse. They're gonna see 100 miles an hour repeatedly. So I want to make sure they stay stuck to the bumper. But mounted my PS4S street tires on them, 295 30s, 10 mil spacers. So ET is about 15 with the spacer. But yeah, anyways. So these are GT4 Canards to go with the GT4 splitter. GT4 is like a racing league, not really a league, but more so a class or a spec vehicle. That's what the splitter is. This is a V1 GT4 splitter, so it's a bit longer than the V2 version. And then these are Canards, and it's all to help with downforce. So this keeps the high pressure area on top of the GT4 splitter, and then it also lifts the air that goes around the car over the tire. The tire creates turbulent air. So, well, wheel and tire. So fitting these isn't going to be hard on one side, but fitting it on the other side and getting it to look the same, that's where the difficulty is. So I got some bolts to mount here and some fender washers to go on the other side of the fender because I'll be tracking this car. I don't think sticky tape's going to cut it. So I'm just trying to figure out how to get the screwdriver, because this is kind of curved inward, how to get the screwdriver in here when we go put the bolts in. Right now I'm just fitting it to see where I want it. You want the angle to be high enough that it takes the air over the wheel, like the turbulent air of the wheel, but you don't want it so high it just stalls. So there's a point where air flows over it, and then there's a point where air just hits it and doesn't really do anything. So that would create your stall. After this sticky tape goes on here, we got one shot. This isn't going to be the only thing. I'm going to have to concentrate. All right, this isn't going to be the only thing that I use. I also have some bolts to go on, but here we go. The attorney's back now. Diesel, you're helping big time. Measure from the ground. Oops, sorry. I just hold that up. Yeah, because I had the. All right, so I'm gonna hold this. Can you see the same? The car has an aluminum Euro Power Motorsports under tray, and I have two little. I got this little tool from like just a little install kit that I bought from Amazon forever ago. These are the little plastic clips you see on the interior of all the cars, or interior and exterior, with these little baby. So I thought I'd grab some smaller washers for behind the bolt heads, but I guess not. I have larger fender washers for the back side, just so that I like to use that on the back side of like bumpers, because oftentimes they're just plastic. So if you do any sort of aero that actually gets force, it distributes the load a lot better. There's a little nylon ring at the very end of them that's a little bit smaller than the bolt. So when you tighten it, the threads eat into that nylon, and they won't back out through vibrations and stuff. 10 mil spacers for those wheels because they are different offset. This one when we put the apexes on it. The E92 M3. You just need an 8 mil and a 10 mil. That's about it. A couple of these weird screws, but yeah, those are the 10 mils. Should be on one for that. And then some 8 mil screws. And then when you do it, there's a TPMS sensor here that you just have to unplug. I'll have to get something to unplug that, but that's no big deal. I actually don't even use TPMS on this car. Uh-oh, George. Put a little larger. And then drill that a little larger. I guessed on the drill bit size, so I have to go a little larger. Rather to go smaller than larger, because you can't take material, or you can't put material back.
He's too tall.
I could have grabbed shorter bolts, that's for sure. Alright, there's one done. And like they always say, thing ain't going anywhere. Put another one here, put another one at the end. We'll be in business. The joys of working on cars sometimes, where you don't have any space to do anything, and it's a lot of threads, and I can't turn my head far enough to look at the camera. 1 right here, 2, sorry my light's dying, and 3 is way up in here on the side, but it's to secure that canard so that sucker's not moving. 1 here.
Here, let me hold the light.
Yeah, although it's dying.
That's okay.
2 here. And 3 is way up here against the side, but you might not be able to see it.
That's okay.
But yeah, I have 3 of them securing this guy, and it is. I mean, that sucker is on there.
That looks good.
So I'll throw the fender liner back in. I'll throw the fender liner back in. And put the track wheel on with a 5 mil spacer versus that 10 mil because the offset's different. Forgive me, these are a bit dirty still, but that's all right.
They're really like, it's obvious that your wife records for you.
There we go. I don't remember where I put the lugs. I know what's going on. Sometimes. I can tell you make it. So what I like to do when I'm torquing a wheel is I like to get it down where it's touching, but like the full weight of the car's not on it. Because I feel like you get a more even torque. So these are going to 90 foot-pounds. Four more wheels, 1 canard to go. Or 3 more wheels, 1 canard to go.
climbing out of the car cracks me up every time. How'd it go?
I think it went good. That concerned me, but the board placed it. All that janky looking worked great. There were no cracking or anything either.
What should we get you instead that's a little more legit?
There's this thing called race ramps.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like $500, but in the grand scheme of things, that actually kind of makes sense.
Good.
The middle axle's there. Yeah, that's like perfect.
Let me see.
Yep, you're gonna have to go